Hello, warriors. This is Miss Lemens, and I want to welcome you to Forensic Science. Let's take a few minutes today to go over some key points in the syllabus. First, the course description. Forensic Science is a course that introduces students to the scientific methods and technologies applied in crime scene investigations. Students will learn terminology and procedures related to the search and examination of physical evidence in criminal cases as they are performed in a typical crime scene laboratory. Using scientific methods, students will collect and analyze evidence such as fingerprints, bodily fluids, hairs, fibers, paint, glass, and cartridge cases. Students will also learn the history and the legal aspects as they relate to each discipline of forensic science. The class will rely heavily on labs, text readings, and videos. The class is designed around authentic performance assessments with students working in teams to solve crimes using scientific knowledge and reasoning. So this course can be broken down into 3 distinct units or 3 distinct chunks. And those 3 chunks are going to be spread out over the course of the year. So the first chunk that we'll look into is the Introduction to Forensics. We'll talk about the history of forensic science, go into the observational skills necessary for forensic science, get into deductive reasoning, gloss over the types of evidence, and then learn about the pathway we take from crime scene to courtroom. In the second chunk of the course, we'll be learning about all of the different types of forensic evidence, how we obtain that evidence, and the methods we use to analyze that evidence. And then the third and final chunk is death and the human body. This is where we learn toxicology. This is where we learn how to predict the time of death. And then this is also where we are going to be doing the fetal pig autopsy. So yes, we will be doing dissection by the end of the year. And then we'll also be learning about forensic anthropology and entomology. So if you want to be successful this year, the best thing that you can do for yourself first and foremost is to participate a lot during class. Take advantage of the time you have in class. Ask those questions, answer those questions, even if you're not sure if it's correct. Put yourself out there, stay engaged, participate. Now, if you do need help and you're struggling a little bit, don't hesitate to ask. Ask during class if you can, but if you can't or you're too nervous, I am available before and after school. I list my weekly availability to the left of our projector screen in class, so you can always be informed with my availability both before and after school. If you need to reach me for another reason, you can always email me at my school email. Please keep in mind that I don't look at my email after school or during the school or during the weekend. So I will respond to your email 24 hours later or like the next school day. So where can we obtain all of our electronic or digital files for this class? Because I'm pretty new at teaching it, I don't have a website established yet, but we will have a Google Classroom. We're going to use it pretty much every single day. This is where you're going to find all of the bell ringers, articles, any Edpuzzle videos or assignment instructions and rubrics. And then the daily agendas, which will be linked in the Google Classroom. I will post them every single day. And really, this is where you want to go when you are absent. All of your electronic resources and all of the materials used in class are typically hyperlinked in the daily agenda. So if you're absent, take a look at the daily agenda and you should know exactly what you need to do. My expectations are universal for all of the classes that I teach, regardless of type of class. Please be respectful. That is to your peers, to yourself, to me, your teacher. Be prepared, be punctual, so be on time, be responsible, be mature, be considerate, and be engaged. But most importantly, we need to talk about the content in this class. By choosing this class, you are showing that you have a desire to pursue a career in the field of forensics and/or criminal justice. Professionals in this field are held to high standards and expectations. Students will be discussing very sensitive topics learning about real-world situations, and using the appropriate terminology. Anatomically correct mannequins, models, and diagrams may be used, as well as related documentaries, video clips, and movies. Videos, video clips, documentaries, unit-appropriate movies, which are professional media presentations. These all may be shown in class, and they relate to the issues within the forensic fields. This content and the presentations are going to be depicting situations, injuries, and skills that may be very graphic. Students are expected to be mature enough to engage in appropriate behavior and discussions. If you are unable to meet these expectations, please see me to discuss whether this class is the right fit for you. This is so important, this whole slide. I expect absolute maturity and professionalism from you. A lot of the material that we cover in the course is graphic, it's shocking, it can be scary, and I just need you to be mature and transparent and open with me and let me know how you are feeling if you're feeling uncomfortable. This is a different type of course. We need to be able to respect each other and our comfort level around the material that we will be talking about. That being said, by taking this course, I am expecting you to interact with this mature content. So how are you going to be graded? You will be graded in two categories. There are formative assessments and summative assessments. 30% formative, 70% summative, and that is your entire quarter grade. Your semester grade is going to be a culmination of quarter one, quarter two, which are 40% each, and then you'll have a semester portfolio, which is worth 20% of your grade. This is not like a final exam. This class does not have a final exam. We do a semester portfolio instead. So formative assessments, these are worksheets we do in class, some labs, some quizzes, any participation points, bell ringers. That's what formative assessment is. Summative assessments, these are research projects, culminating labs, so like end of unit labs or end of topic labs, and then we do quarter tests instead of semester exams. So what do you do if you're absent? Well, check the daily agendas. Remember that we'll have those daily agendas posted on the Google Classroom. That is your best bet to get caught up. Personal device policy, please, no cell phones. We will be using cell phone pockets. Your cell phone will go into the pocket at the beginning of class. It will stay there for the remainder of class, and then you can pick it up at the end of class. Now, with this class, there are going to be days where you will need to use your cell phone, and I trust that we will be using those cell phones as a tool instead of as a distraction. Keep in mind that your cell phone can be taken away even if it's needed for an assignment, and your smartwatches and earbuds, also fair game. Those go away while we're in class. Please be honest about your work. This is something I take very seriously, and you should too, but you cannot earn credit for work that isn't yours. The whole point of work, any of the work you turned in, is for me to see if you understand the content. And if it's not your work, I can't help you improve on what you know because it's not your work. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm very excited to start this school year with you. Take a moment right now to look through the actual syllabus that you were given today, and then go ahead and take the syllabus quiz and fill out the student info Google form that was posted on Google Classroom earlier. Thank you, and let's have a great school year together.